We're there. We're there. I think we're there. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. We're going to get started in just a little while here. We are live. I don't know if my computer battery's gonna make it, but that's okay. We're here. We're live. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Tonight we're gonna be starting a brand new batch of mead here in about 17 minutes. It's gonna be awesome. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Wednesday. Hi. Hello. Hello. Make sure and like, follow, comment, share. You know the routine. If you want to make your own alcohol at home, I'm a great place to get started. I make my own mead every single week. Every single Saturday, I make a brand new batch of mead. I have never missed a Saturday, and I have never replicated a recipe. Every single one is unique and brand new. Batch 154 comes out this Saturday. It is your Valentine's Day mead, and I can't wait to show you. It's going to be awesome. You're going to love it. But tonight, we're starting a brand new batch of mead. So last week, I had to cancel my live at the last minute. I apologize. Before that, I put out a video asking everybody what they wanted to see. I picked somebody's comment from there. And I guess I could tell you, I don't know if he's going to show up. Brandon Pittman, 53. I meant to tag you in this, but it's too late now. So I'll tag you in the replay of it. But this is going to be your mead tonight. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Before then, we're just going to get everybody charged up. About 15 minutes, we'll get started. Give everybody a few minutes to get on. It's going to be awesome. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is actually from Africa. Over 20,000 years ago, there's evidence in ancient China, over 10,000 years old. Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, and did it better than everybody else. That last part is subjective. Everything else I said is true. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. And I think that's really awesome. That makes you awesome by default. The only thing that can make you more awesome is if you start doing this yourself. Join our amazing community in this ancient hobby and start making your own alcohol at home. It's a lot of fun. If you don't know what mead is by definition, it's made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. And tonight, I'm going to show you how to start a batch in less than 10 minutes. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get started at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot. I'm going to rearrange the camera, show you my little setup here. We'll get started. That whole process will take less than 10 minutes. I'm going to show you how simplistic it is to make your own alcohol at home. Hello, Tall Trey. Good to see you. Good evening. And welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to show you. Don't forget, follow, like, comment, share. That's not just for me. That's for every creator that you come across. It really helps out if you just hit the like button. It is free for you. If you really want to help me out, subscribe to my TikTok and buy some t-shirts from my Etsy shop. That's my last plug for that. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're on the TikTok side right now, I'm simul streaming on TikTok and YouTube. If you're on the TikTok side, all of my videos are color-coded yellow for all the Saturday meads. So if you scroll through, all the yellow ones are highlighted. And those are the mead videos that I put out every single Saturday. If you want to go back and watch lots of older stuff, jump over to my YouTube. It's under the same name. I have playlists over there. It's just an easier way to archive things. So go check it out on YouTube. Follow me on both places, but I need watch hours on YouTube. And I need followers on TikTok, so just do both. It's a lot of fun. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It is 8:46. We'll get started about 14 minutes from now. Hello, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. And I can't wait. It's a very secret batch of mead. I didn't tell anybody what this flavor is going to be tonight. If you are Brandon Pittman, you only suggested one thing, so you should be able to figure it out. Everybody else would have to, just pay attention and wait a few more minutes. 13 minutes-ish, and we'll get started. Hello! If you're brand new here, let me know where you're from. Welcome to the Old Guys Meadery. I do this every Wednesday. I show you a different step of the mead making process. It's usually one of 3 steps. We're either starting a brand new batch of mead from scratch, like we're going to do tonight. Hello! Hello, Hunter. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. The second step, which we'll be doing with this batch in a few weeks from now, about 3 weeks from now, we'll be racking the mead, and that's taking it from its initial 2-gallon fermenting bucket vessel and transferring it over to a 1-gallon glass carboy, and I'll explain that process when we get there in a few weeks. And there it'll sit for a few months, and then in a few months' time we'll be addressing this exact same batch on a Wednesday live, just like now, and we'll be bottling the mead in that final third step. And it's going to be that easy. Every single one of those steps I do in less than 10 minutes to show you the simplicity of mead making. There's lots of things you can do above and beyond what you'll see here tonight. You'll see lots of mead creators out there do things like back sweetening or use chemicals and additives to kind of speed the process up. I just use time and I don't back sweeten. So everything that you see flavor-wise is going to go in the initial bucket tonight. And that will give us a final product towards the end. It's going to be awesome. 8 gallons, that's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. You're getting very serious. When you have 8 gallons going simultaneously, that's a lot. Hello, if you're just jumping in, welcome. It is going to be a lot of fun tonight. Yeah, Corey, you're not the first to say that. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just one of the features. I haven't gotten any recently. But the first several days that TikTok came back last week, was it last week or week before? I was getting constant messages, hello Dennis, about how all of the features weren't working, but be patient. I know live was down for a few days. So we'll see. I appreciate you trying though. So most of my stuff sits pretty regularly between estimated 3 to 5 months. Most of my stuff is closer to 5 months because I'm in a really solid rotation because I have to keep things going for my schedule here. But you could do things usually in less than that. It depends on how much you want, like clarification. Some things, depending on your ingredients and several other variables like temperature, some things clarify really fast, some things don't. Some things take a while, some things never clarify. And that's usually the standard of when people bottle things. So, what do you mean by basic mix? Gluten-free, it's honey. It's honey. So at the very base, it's honey, which is, I don't believe is gluten-free. Just bottled your first batch. That's fantastic. What flavor was it? Pizza mead. I don't. So I used tomatoes. I used basil, and I used powdered cheese, like you would put on top of popcorn. It was disgusting. I do know of another amazing mead mentor of mine that's also making, something similar. But I don't know if he has the recipe or not. Yeah, I would say there's more to come on TikTok. I also had, my updates were stuck because I had an update available, when TikTok initially went away for, that 12 hours. And now it won't update. So, I don't know. It could be my side. Who knows? I do appreciate, though. In the meantime, just send me your love. And that will be just as good, if not better, than the subscription anyway. Yeah, I love experimenting too. You're going to love a new series that I'm kicking off in April. So for those of you who don't know, the schedule I have right now, I make mead in one of 3 categories. I'm either making holiday meads, which I'm having tons of fun with. I'm going to continue that series. Don't worry about it. Every major holiday, I will make a mead for you. It's going to be awesome. I'm also doing Norse gods and goddesses meads. That has also been a lot of fun. I can't wait to show you the last several I have in store, but I've made lots of them so far. Go back and look at all of those, please, and comment on all those videos. That category is actually going to evolve into a world deity. So I'm going to be doing gods from lots of different religions. I am going to go out of my way to not insult anybody. I'm going to try to learn what I can and actually make something very serious to honor that god or goddess. So wish me luck. Hopefully I won't offend anybody. And then I make pop culture meads. Those are going to wrap up in May. I'm having a lot of fun with that too. But that one is going to go away completely. I'm going to replace that one with a horoscopes mead. So I'm going to be making meads for horoscopes. We're going to be starting off with Gemini. And it's going to be the opposite. I'm going to try to insult every single person that I find except for my horoscopes, of course. So that one will be a lot of fun. But lastly, the category that you're going to love for sure, I am going to start a category called Will It Mead. I've already started a few batches. They're in the background, getting ready for you. You're going to love them. It's literally ingredients that I don't know if it's going to turn out well or not. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to give away any hints, but you're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned. We're going to have lots of meads, but that one is an experiment by default. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, you'll see all the equipment that I'm going to use tonight when we get started in just about 7 minutes. I'm going to move the camera over so you can see everything, and I'll explain it in great detail as I'm going. So don't worry. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Your lady and you make mead. That is amazing. You have a lucky lady there. Or you're lucky. You're really lucky too. Hello, hello, hello. We are 6-minute warning-ish, just shy of 6 minutes. I'll rearrange the camera and we'll get started. Welcome to the Old Gods Media. If you're just jumping in, stick around. I'm gonna make my own alcohol in less than 10 minutes, and you're gonna see exactly how I do it. I'll explain the entire process as I go. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. And then come back every single Saturday. Every single Saturday, I make a brand new batch of mead. Batch 154 comes out this Saturday. It's your Valentine's Day mead. I have never missed a Saturday, and I have never replicated a recipe. Every single one is absolutely unique, and it's going to be awesome. You're going to love this one. This Saturday is for you, because I love you, and you're going to love it. Trust me. It might actually make you love me more. I don't know. I don't want to get like cocky, but it's going to be a great Valentine's Day mead. Yes, we're starting a brand new batch. It was chosen, I already gave the away name, by Brandon Pittman. His full TikTok name is Brandon Pittman 53. I will tag him in the replay of this when I get that up and running, hopefully by tomorrow, if he's not here tonight. And it's going to be awesome. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. I'm going to go through my spiel one more time. We got 4 minutes. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. If you don't know what mead is, it is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. It's far older than beer, far older than wine. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence was just uncovered last year. An article that came out from some archaeologists last May. In 2024, that's how recent this information is. They found some evidence of ancient mead in southern Africa region over 20,000 years old. There's evidence in ancient China about 10,000 years old. Evidence in ancient Central America. And of course, Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where you're from anywhere on our beautiful planet, your ancestors drank mead, and I think that's really awesome. It might be your most awesome quality, at least the quality that I know about. And all you have to do to be as awesome as your ancestors is learn how to make it yourself. I'm going to do the first step for you and show you how I do it in the most simplistic fashion I can. All you need to do is buy your own equipment and your own ingredients, and you can follow along and tweak it, make it better than mine. Every single Saturday I come out with a brand new batch, and every single Saturday the recipe is free in the description. I don't charge you for anything. I just want your love and to follow and like my stuff. That's it. Like my videos and I'll keep making them for you. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. It's going to be a fun night. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and YouTube. I am simulcasting on both platforms right now. TikTok is great. That's where the community is, and you can direct message me. YouTube is great because it's got lots of playlists, and you can watch lots of my archived older videos very easily over there. So follow me in both places. If you really want to help out, jump over to my YouTube and watch videos all night long. I need watch hours over there. We gotta like, I need tons of people to watch the whole playlists. That's it. And then we'll be in good shape. Hello, welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Oh, thank you, Dennis. First batch, I can taste the yeast a lot. Any advice? Well, how much yeast did you use? That's gonna be my first question. And then, did you wait long enough after you started it? So how long was it in the fermentation before you transferred it into a secondary vessel? Those are my two questions. How much yeast, and then how long was it in that fermentation process? I think it's the best tasting just because the variety you can make is endless. Beer, you're kind of limited to several ingredients, and you can choose, you know, different amounts of those ingredients, but you're kind of limited to that, and you can tweak it a little bit, but it's far easier to make mead in a variety form, at least. I used a packet. Okay, so those packets, the standard ones, this is the one I'm going to use tonight. These are the standard, like, yeast packets. Those are about 5 grams worth. You only need about half. Putting the whole packet in is not going to hurt you, but if you're just making a gallon batch, it might leave some residual taste in there. I'm only going to use about half that packet tonight. And if it was in its primary for 36 days, that should have been plenty. That should have been plenty. Usually it runs, depending on what yeast you use, 2 to 4 weeks. So you should have been in good shape there. I would say that what other ingredients did it, like, was it just a standard, like, honey, just honey mead? If you transferred it over to a secondary vessel, which I'm assuming you did, it should have, like, settled. Was it clear by the end of it? If it was clear by the end of it, it might have been some weird variable that we can't predict, like temperature of the room or such. Dennis, you're on it tonight. Thank you. But the question is, why does it have a yeast flavor? If you're over on YouTube and you're wondering, I'm responding to a question on the TikTok side. It's 9 o'clock, guys. We got to get started. We're going to wait for this answer, though, because I want to get that solved. Perfect. Yeah, if it had sediment in it, that's definitely what it was. That is your cause. So, if it was completely clear, that's just practice siphoning, and you learn how to do that. The more you do it, the better you get at it. You just try to leave as much sediment at the bottom. You can also filter it. Most mead makers stray away from that because you don't just filter the stuff you don't want. Sometimes you filter stuff you do want. Flavor and aroma and things like that seem to dilute when you filter it, especially with, like, crazy filters. So, but yeah, more to come. Dennis would be more than happy, I'm sure, to keep answering questions. He is a mead mentor of mine and a monitor here tonight. I'm going to rearrange the camera and get started. I won't be seeing your comments as you're going, but please continue, keep them going. You guys can make fun of me. I don't care what you do. Keep the comments going, because that's what helps the algorithm. And then I'm going to say goodbye like you're not there. That is for the future you watching the replay. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to rearrange the camera back. We'll have one more cocktail together, and I want to see what you guys thought of tonight. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. The first step is to show you what flavor it's going to be, and to have Dennis argue with me if the camera's straight or not. I think we're pretty close there. That's your strawberry lemonade. It's going to be amazing. This is for Brandon Pittman. If anybody sees him, step in. This is his flavor. I think we're looking pretty good there. I think it's good. All right. It's good enough for me. Yeah, good enough. All right. We're going to get started. Again, thank you so much for letting me be here tonight. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. It's going to be exciting. I don't even know if it's going to turn out. There's going to be a lot of sugar in there, so we'll see. Skull, guys. I'll see you on the other side. Remember, don't go anywhere afterwards. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Tonight, we're starting a brand new batch of mead live. This one was suggested by Brandon Pittman. This is going to be a strawberry lemonade mead. It's going to be fantastic. There's two things I did behind the camera before we got started that are incredibly important for mead making. The first thing, everything that you see that's going to touch mead in any portion of the actual video is sanitized. Anytime anything touches your mead, it needs to be sanitized. There's some things that like to grow in the same environment as yeast that are not good, and they taste gross. So you want to make sure everything is super clean and sanitized. Secondly, I measured out exactly 3 pounds of honey. It's in this pot here already. That way, it just saves time. So let's get started. We're going to make some strawberry lemonade mead in less than 10 minutes tonight. It's going to be awesome. The first thing I'm going to do is plug in my stovetop here. And the point of this is to start heating the honey up. Now, you don't want the honey to get hot, because too much yeast, if it gets too hot, it can kill the yeast. So I'm going to pour in a little bit of lemonade in here, and our goal is to just be to dissolve the honey into the lemonade. So I'm going to put just shy of half a gallon of lemonade in here. The rest of it's going to go into the bucket. And while we wait for that to heat up, we're going to go ahead and add in 3 pounds. This part's very important. 3 pounds of frozen, defrosted, and brought to room temperature strawberries. The reason why I love using frozen fruit, there's 2 major reasons. One, when fruit freezes, it actually breaks down the outer membrane as it defrosts, and you get a much more gooey substance out of your fruit, especially in the berry line, but that will help get you a much deeper color and a much sharper flavor. But secondly, when fruit is frozen like that, it's usually picked and flash frozen right there on the place where they actually package them. So it's actually incredibly fresh, usually much fresher than the fruit you'll see in a produce section. And it's not sprayed with anything crazy to keep it good for a long time. We're going to go ahead and add in the other half gallon of lemonade to the bucket. So now we have just over half a gallon of lemonade and 3 pounds of frozen, defrosted, and brought to room temperature strawberries. It smells wonderful. It smells like strawberry lemonade already. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is from Africa, over 20,000 years old. There's evidence in ancient China, over 10,000 years old. Evidence in Central America. Evidence in Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, anywhere on the planet, your ancestors drank mead. Somebody down your lineage, they drank mead, and I think that's awesome. If you want to make your ancestors proud, you should learn how to make it yourself. I'm showing you tonight, live, how you can make it so simplistically. This is a strawberry lemonade mead, and we are just about ready here. Like I said, the pot is still warm to touch. You do not want to make this too hot. Every strand of yeast has its own temperature tolerance, and if the yeast gets too hot, it can kill it. We're going to go ahead and unplug that guy, and we are close enough. Now it's time to combine the two. Oh, now you're getting the honey smell. It is fantastic. center this for you guys. All right, I'm using EC1118 yeast tonight. This will produce usually a drier mead, but with all the sweetness in there, I'm not worried about it. This is a champagne strain of yeast. We're going to use about half a packet. These packets are about 5 grams. You want to use about half of it, 2.5 grams. It doesn't hurt to use more than that. As you see, I didn't measure it. And then about half a teaspoon of yeast nutrient. This kind of helps make the environment nice and sturdy for that yeast. And now it's time to seal her up. This is a fermenting lid. You see the fermenting hole right there. We are going to seal this guy onto our bucket. And give it a good shake. Put your thumb over the hole. Make sure your thumb is sanitized too. I hope it is. But if it's not, you should sanitize it regardless if you're making mead or not. Alright? 3-piece airlock. These are superior to your typical S-shaped airlocks. They're far easier to take apart and clean and easy to sanitize. We're putting that in our fermenting hole there. That little centerpiece goes over the cap, and I'm going to fill this about halfway full of water. This little cap goes on there so nothing crazy can get inside. And now the yeast will start doing its job. Within the first day or so, the yeast will reproduce enough that it'll start eating the sugars in the lemonade, strawberries, and honey, and start producing 2 things. Carbon dioxide, which will come out the airlock, go under the water and into the atmosphere, and alcohol, which we'll capture in this bucket. In about 3 weeks' time, we're going to come back here live on another Wednesday, and we're going to be racking this mead. It'll be done its fermentation process. The yeast will hit its alcohol tolerance, which means it will not be able to produce any more alcohol because it is too toxic of an environment to do so. And at that stage, we will transfer this over to a 1-gallon glass carbide where it will sit for about 3 months until it clarifies, and then we'll bottle it and drink it together. It's going to be awesome. Again, thank you so much, Brandon Pittman, for this amazing idea. I can't wait to see how this turns out. And thank you, everybody else, for letting me be here tonight. I am your mead dummy. Give me a follow every Saturday. I come out with a brand new batch of mead. Always brand new. I don't miss Saturdays, and I don't replicate recipes. Your Valentine's Day mead comes out this Saturday in just a few days. Come back and watch it and tell me what you think in the comments of that video. The recipe will be free in the description. So all you have to do is buy your own equipment and ingredients, and you can start doing this your own. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Skål! Thank you so much for letting me be here. Easy peasy, we did it. Let me move you closer because I missed you, and then I want to see what you thought. Woo-wee! Strawberry lemonade. How have we never thought of this before? I love it. Hello, Scott. Good to see you jump in. Yeah, I've been doing this a lot, though. I've done 154 batches on videos, and then I've done lots of live batches on top of that. So we're probably getting close to like 200 batches I've done on video. Yeah, this is Brandon Pittman suggested it in the post I put up last weekend. So I will tag him in the replay of this video. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Skål, good to see you. Hello. It's the best hobby and the best community in the world. It's so fun. Strawberry lemonade. This smells amazing. Amazing. I can't wait. I love strawberries. As you guys know, I love all the berries. I love strawberries. Nothing smells better than opening up one of those defrosted bags of strawberries. Some news / question. I want to know all about it. I've got a few to make this weekend too in the background. I'm not behind, but I want to get a little bit further ahead. And yeah, I've got some great ideas for some of the upcoming categories. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get them started. Corey, if you post videos on it, make sure shoot me a direct message so I can go in there right away, because I see those pretty fast and I never see notifications. I mean, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Racking, that's a great question. So racking is the secondary step. So this is a 2-gallon fermenting bucket. Everything that I am going to put in this batch of meat is already in here and it's sealed up. It'll produce alcohol. In a few weeks, I'm going to transfer it to a 1-gallon glass carboy via a mini siphon. So come back in a few weeks and you'll see how the process works. But that process is called racking. That means we're going to move it over to that glass carboy, and then it's literally going to be racked on a shelf because that's where it just sits. There's no active status. All it does is sit, and everything settles. Like the sediment will settle. All the stuff that's dissolved into the mead should settle, and clarifying the mead and giving it a nice, beautiful, clear liquid. Great question, though. Dan, you're late every single week. Every single week. You need to set an alarm. So, Dennis, is your question like what flavors to make, or have you already picked them? Because I want to know all about this now. I have to assume that your daughters were like me when I was 21 last year. I had not tasted alcohol before my 21st birthday. Because that would be bad, illegal. So here's what I'll tell you. My oldest is 17, and she is a goody two-shoes. She's a goody two-shoes. She wants nothing to do with anything that's bad in any fashion whatsoever. She has a great friend that we're great family friends with that she likes to have a little bit more fun. My opinion on it, and this may be controversial, is if you're in a controlled environment, I'd rather that happen than be in an uncontrolled environment. So I've asked my daughter if she wants to taste stuff when I'm with her. She always says no. Her friend will say yes sometimes. If it's in a controlled environment, I know what's going on. I'd feel way more comfortable with that than going off and doing something stupid like I thought about doing when I was younger last year, but obviously didn't do because I didn't do anything stupid. But yeah, controlled environment I think is the best. So that's my opinion on it. Because if you say no, like if a kid wants to do something, kid's gonna do it. If you say no and you get hard on it, then you end up in that situation where like they're just gonna hide it from you anyway. Still gonna do it. It's a line to walk though, right? It's a line to walk. It's personality based too. Like if you trust your daughter, if you don't trust her, don't do it. This is strawberry lemonade. I will repost the video hopefully by tomorrow. Strawberry lemonade mead. It is 1 gallon lemonade. I used organic, this stuff here. This is Nature's Promise. They're a great brand. They make lots of different juices, lots of different jams and jellies. There's always just natural stuff in them. This is a great brand if you're a mead maker. But 1 gallon of their lemonade and 3 pounds of strawberries, 3 pounds honey, 2.5 grams of yeast. I used EC1118 on this one, and 2 grams of yeast nutrient. So I've made a lot of different citrus meads. I don't think I've ever had one terrible. I will say I've done a lemon, and I've done a variation of a lemon that came out, and the smell was so intense it smelled like floor cleaner, because you associate floor cleaner with lemon. And if you like pay attention, like you smell lemonade, it doesn't quite smell like lemons. It's like sugary, and so I would say that was my biggest like distaste from making a lemon mead. But I've made some really awesome lime and lime flavored things. I've made a few other citrus orange stuff. I've made some blood orange stuff. Always amazing. 20 gallons of beer. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of beer. 20 gallons? Goodness gracious. The blood orange one. So blood orange is an orange. They're available right now in a lot of the areas in the country. It's that season for them. And if you don't know what a blood orange is, you're not alone. I didn't know what they were before I started making mead. They're incredibly popular in the brewing industry in general because they they're an orange. They look like an orange on the outside if they're ripe. They're red on the inside. It tastes very similar to an orange, but they're red. So you get a beautiful color out of them. The taste is disputable. There's a little bit different taste, but it mostly tastes like an orange. And as they ripen more and more, as they sit, it actually starts bleeding through the skin, and you get red patches on the outside of them as well. It's one of the coolest fruits out there. I heard today, Walmarts are carrying them as well. You can get them at Walmart. Yeah, I would say make yeast and or make mead the way you want to make it. I know lots of awesome creators that use bread yeast. The only thing I've ever heard negative wise is sometimes you get a yeast flavor out of it. The wine yeasts, which is what I use, are bred for this purpose, and there are different strands of them, so you can kind of control the variables. There's temperature tolerances, alcohol tolerances, flavor palettes. Like there's a lot of variables in what yeast you use, but you can use any yeast on the planet, and it will make alcohol out of your honey. So if you're like me and you don't have like that big of a delicate palate and you don't care, like your standards are low like mine, bread yeast you can buy at the grocery store any given day. You don't have to order it. You can just go to the store and get it. That's a huge pro of using bread yeast. Yeah, so I like dry meads. When you make something like this, there's going to be so much sweetness in there anyway. You can't make this dry. It's not likely, at least. But this is my favorite yeast if you like dry stuff. This is EC1118. This will produce more of a drier flavor, and you'll get a higher alcohol out of that in a lot of cases, at least. There's so many variables in that you can't say that definitively, but you won't be disappointed. You'll get a higher alcohol average out of that yeast than any other. Join the link or join the Discord. There's a link in my link tree up top. It is made by my good buddy and mead mentor of mine, Scott, who's here on the TikTok side in the comments. There's a direct link to the Discord in his profile. It is a plethora of mead information. Go over there. It's a huge community. There's yeast chart over there, which is incredibly helpful if you're looking for what yeast to start with. There's an equipment list. There's general chat. There's behind the scene pictures. There's even a commercial channel. When Scott hears about amazing meaderies from all over the nation that ship, he adds them in there. So you can shop around at lots of different meaderies and support those local or small businesses and get mead shipped straight to your house. Check it out. And Scott's an amazing mead maker. He has been busy, but he does some amazing lives. He did a Bochet live. If you don't know what that is, he caramelized honey live. That's bold. It's a dangerous, incredibly dangerous process. It's not that dangerous, but you can burn yourself. And he did it live. His first live. Just saying. The man of many talents. He's a jack of all trades, an amazing friend, and a master mead maker. And he made an amazing Discord, so join it. Hello. Pink Lady apples. Oh, that sounds amazing. So I haven't made banana. That's not the first I heard of that, though. People have requested banana before. I've read a few different recipes. I've never made one. I saw that the two best recommended ways was cheat, use banana extract, which I'm not against. I'm not against. Or boil bananas, like boil them and then use the water there. It's supposed to transfer the flavor over a lot better, and that way you don't have to worry about all the weird things in bananas. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Tonight we started this brand new batch of mead. This is strawberry lemonade inside this bucket. I will clip it out if you missed it and repost it on the TikTok site. It will auto post as soon as I close out tonight on YouTube if you want to watch it there. And then come back in a few weeks. We'll be using this batch to rack, and I'll show you how to do that in a few weeks' time, depending on how long it ferments, but likely 3 weeks from tonight. Hello. And then don't forget, batch 154 comes out this Saturday. It is my Valentine's Day mead. I can't wait to show you it. You're going to love it. Puns intended. You're going to love it. Banana and pineapple juice. Wouldn't the pineapple, like, it's a really strong flavor. I feel like it would just, like, permanent the bananas. You would taste nothing but pineapple. Hello, hello. And always, don't forget to like, comment, follow, share. You know the routine. Hello, Ronnie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hershey Kiss Mead. I mean, you're bold if you're trying one of Scott's recipes. He makes some really authentic stuff there. Don't give away any spoilers. We've got, let me get my list going back up if my computer didn't die. I didn't charge my computer again as usual. Let's see what kind of hints I can give. If you don't know, I make mead in one of 3 categories right now. Holiday meads, Norse gods and goddesses meads, and pop culture meads. This coming Saturday is your holiday mead. It's your Valentine's Day mead. I can't wait to show you what it is. You're going to love it. You are going to love it. Next week is a Norse gods and goddesses mead. You're going to love that one too. You're going to love that one too. I can't wait to show you. The week after that is a pop culture batch. Then the one after that is the one that Scott's talking about, is another Norse gods and goddesses batch. He may have gotten a little hint. Hopefully he doesn't give it away. And then after that, pop culture, St. Patrick's Day, another holiday mead. We're going to celebrate the spring equinox, pop culture, Norse, pop culture, Easter, and then Norse. And then the category ends. It ends. So then we start our new categories, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to show you. Brand new batch every single Saturday. Gonna be fun. Lots of great meads in the way. On the way. Lots of great meads. Scott makes big batches sometimes. I've only tried it maybe 3 or 4 times. I've never had a peach mead that I've been super happy with. Never. It is, in my opinion, out of my experience, the most difficult fruit to work with. I made a cherry blossom inspired by Japan. I made a cherry blossom mead. You could probably easily find it on YouTube. I don't know if you'd be able to find it on TikTok. 6 months should be plenty of time. My stuff goes for about 5. Oh, Dan's got the peach one down. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Strawberry lemonade. I can still smell it in here. It's awesome. I don't know if you guys hear that. I've got some stuff fermenting in the background here. It's loud. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys have me for another couple minutes. Yeah, anything Strawberry Rocks. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. So excited. The worst part about Wednesdays is I have to work on Thursdays, and I can't go to sleep. I get so happy and excited, I can't get to sleep. How do you dry or siphon? That's a great question. So what I do, you're going to think this is silly. So I usually use either the bucket or the carboy, depending on what I'm siphoning that night. I clean and sanitize that completely. And then I put some soapy water in and siphon the heck out of it. And then I use some sanitized water and siphon the crap out of that too. And then, it's a little embarrassing, I go to like a bathtub. Like, it's not used, don't worry, it's not used, but it's like an extra one that's rarely used. And I spin it like a helicopter. Spin the siphon about halfway through, and then flip it around, spin the other half, and then I hang it up and let it, whatever's left, drip dry. It'll be dry in like a couple hours. It's that good of a procedure. Spin it around like a maniac. Go outside if you have to. Spin it around, and that'll dry it out real fast. So yeah, I mean, if it's sanitized, you're gonna be good. That's the main part you want to worry about. If you like it dry, like I like, I want to make sure there's nothing in it. Spin it around like a helicopter. Yeah, you're talking about a different helicopter, and I can't do that one on TikTok. That's on my OnlyFans. Completely different helicopter, though. Scott's also a subscriber there. Not to embarrass him, but he is. I also clean and sanitize. If we're still talking about the OnlyFans. If we're talking about mead making, I do that too, in between. Clean and sanitize is very important for both of those things. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. You can't have it back. It's too late. Yeah, they did go sideways. Don't they always go sideways, though? Don't they always? I can't wait for this one. This is going to be exciting. Anyway, guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. It is just past 9:30. I got a little bit of cleaning to do before I hit the 9-nights. Thank you so much for letting me be here. This is the highlight of my week. As you guys know, I have so much fun here, and it's awesome. Lactose sugars? I mean, I've used them a few times. I bought like a bag of lactose sugar. It's very simplistic, I think. It depends what yeast strain you're using. Like, all of them have temperature tolerances. Most of the stuff is around room temperature, though. Like, high 60s, low 70s. Most stuff. And most of them have a range, too. So you just have to get within that range. Anyway, I'm going to wrap stuff up. Thank you so much for letting me be here. Come back this Saturday. Your Valentine's Day mead. Come back every Saturday, because I have a brand new batch every single Saturday for you. But the Valentine's Day one's going to be really special. It's beautiful. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah, maybe love me a little bit more because I'm gonna give you the recipe for Valentine's Day this Saturday. It's an early Valentine's Day present. So yeah, stay tuned. And then after that, we're jumping into another Norse batch next Saturday, the following Saturday. So it's gonna be a good one too. I'm very excited about that one as well. I'm excited about all of them. But yeah, brand new batch of Mead every single Saturday. Don't miss a single one. Make sure and comment on all those videos. If you missed any of the previous ones, all of them are color-coded yellow on my TikTok. You have to scroll for a while, but you can go do it that way. Or jump over to my YouTube where I also go live. I'm live there right now simultaneously. I have playlists over there. You can go back and watch a lot of the archive stuff very easily. Plus, I need the watch hours. So start it, and then when you go to sleep tonight, just let the playlist go. Let it go. Watch like 8 hours worth of your Mead dummy. It's going to be okay. I would really appreciate that. I think that's all I have. Come back this Saturday. Thank you so much for letting me here. Join the Discord. There's a link up in my link tree and a link directly in Scott's profile. He is a master mead maker and the creator of the Discord. Jump over there. I'll see you guys all real soon. I should be live again Sunday morning to see what you guys thought of the Saturday Mead. So if you want to come back just for the live, come back Saturday morning. I'll be live about 7 a.m. So I'll see you then. Skull, guys. Good night.